listen.
Never in my life associated the word boring with baseball.
We know what's up.
Me? Yeah. Famous? Yeah.
And I'm like giddy over there smiling like, we're about to win this shit.
Did everyone give you crap? Give me a good host story.
I'm not picking it up.
We both love the game.
We talk about it every day.
Get on baseball.
Having some popcorn, you're fooling around your phone.
I'd have to wait in line for 3 hours.
Hang on, because it's about to be a wild ride.
There's no human being I'd rather be talking to right now than Eduardo Perez. Fact. You know that's true. All right. So let's start. Every team's 0-0, right?
Okay.
All right. Every team's 0-0. They have money. The biggest name on the free agent market is going to be who?
Juan Soto.
So the first question I'm going to ask you is if you had to say there was going to be a team that snuck in and you're like, why? The Toronto Blue Jays to Shohei Ohtani. Who is there going to be that team, and if so, who do you think it would be?
Washington Nationals, and I think it's because, one, we've heard about him a little bit, but two, he understands that city. He's been there, he's won there, and he brought a lot of prospects to the D.C. area, to the Nationals, and to me, it's he knows the front office really well, so he knows what he's going to get. And for some reason, the Nationals are a team that I think could sneak up in and say, come back home.
Well, I'm not going to say you're wrong because they've already offered $440, and that's not going to get it done. But they show that they have the money, right?
They show that they have the money, and inflation, right?
Yeah.
It's continued to back it up. So, look, let's face it. Right now, in a team that, and I'm not just saying because Aaron Judge is struggling right now, but even when he wasn't, Juan Soto is still the circle guy in this lineup. The guy that people are like, he doesn't have a hole. And when he wants to get on, he gets on. We saw it in the All-Star game. People wanted to see the Skeens-Judge matchup. They put Judge to hit fourth in the lineup, Bruce Bochy. I don't know why he did that, but he did. And we're like, and Juan's like, don't worry about it. I'll get you an at-bat. He worked the walk against a guy that dominates the strike zone.
Yeah.
Who does that? Juan Soto does.
So the first question about the Nationals, all right, I'm with you. They could be the sneaky team. But do you think, before we get to the real heavyweights, do you think that that's a real possibility? Like the Nationals is one, because it's one thing to be in it, another thing to win.
I think that's a real possibility because of the familiarity that he has with that organization, and he understands Mike Rizzo, and he understands everybody in that organization. So I think whoever presents him an opportunity to still be playing in October consistently.
Really? You think that's the priority?
I think for him it's obviously the money, but the combination of being able to play in October, I think is the reality. I don't think a guy wants to get, let's say, $650 million and have off in October throughout. They want to win. This guy wants to win.
Yeah. So this leads to you talk about the Yankees. I view the Yankees, and you tell me if I'm wrong, if you're going to say the most desperate team to get Juan Soto, because of what you said, because he's proven that how important he is to this team. Like, we could go down the Mets, the Phillies, whatever. Do you think that's the case? The Yankees will be the most desperate team to get Juan Soto?
Well, you said desperate. I think it's one of the most logical with the Yankees because, again, you have to go to the fact that he's had a really good time here. He's pulled the ball more this year than in any other year that he's played, and he's been successful at it here in this stadium. It plays. The travel's easy when it comes to the American League East. They take care of him here, but they also would take care of him
the other side
Queens,
of town,
right? They'd also take care of him over there in Flushing, and I think that's a real possibility as well because, let's face it, they have the money and they continue to be on the rise. And who wouldn't do well with a Juan Soto in their lineup?
No, that's the thing is that all the boxes were checked off, Eduardo, this, because it wasn't only a good player, it's playing in New York, it's playing under the pressure of a contract year. It's let's be honest, also, no hiccups in terms of perception. If anything, like I saw him signing autographs at midnight outside Fenway Park, whereas coming off of San Diego, there was like, some murmurs, whatever. That's not the case.
I think a lot has to do. He likes spring training in Florida. I believe that Juan likes to be closer to his family. He's tight with his parents. He's tight with his circle, and his circle is close to the Dominican and in Florida, and that creates a comfort zone for Juan Soto.
Mets, Yankees, Phillies.
I'm going to say Nationals before Phillies.
Nationals before Phillies.
Nationals before Phillies.
Am I missing a team?
Are you missing a team? I think you are.
Ooh.
I think that's the secret team. I think that's the team that we're going to hold on to, and I think that's a team that his representative, Scott Boras, he's going to surprise us. You know he's going to surprise us. Toronto. You mentioned it earlier.
I was just going to say that. I mean, yeah.
Toronto to me is a team that is desperate for a superstar. They want a superstar to complement Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And they've talked about extending with Vladdy, but if you can get a Juan Soto there with the last year of a contract of Vladdy, wow.
And once again, it comes back to like Washington, they showed they have the money. The Ohtani thing showed that they have the money. Like, I wanted to see the flight. I want to see another flight where the Shark Tank guy gets off. I want to see another trip to Dunedin. I want Toronto in this. I don't think they're going to do it, but don't you?
I want to see who's going to be tracking the flight. It's going to be so
wrong. It's going to be so good.
But it was so good, right?
Yeah.
But we know one thing. Scott Boras isn't going to do a deal like Shohei Ohtani did.
Yeah.
He was one of the guys that was highly critical about it. So Juan Soto is going to get his money. And I just think all around, and I've talked to a lot of managers in the league, he's the best hitter because he understands the strike zone better than anybody else in baseball. And I'm talking better than the umpires, better than the pitchers throwing it, better than the catchers being able to receive the ball. He's that good.
Is he the best all-around hitter? I'm sorry to put you on the spot like this.
Well, I've said it years ago when everybody was trying to ask me, who would you rather take, Ronald Acuna or Juan Soto? And I get it. Ronald Acuna's faster.
Yeah.
He's more athletic, but understanding the strike zone at the time when I was asked that question, I was like, I'm still going with Juan Soto. And then Ronald Acuna goes off last year before he got hurt. And everybody's like, see, we told you. And I'm like, give it time. Give it time. Juan Soto continues to be available.
So the last thing is money. Well, this is the fun game that we play, right? Like the years and the money and
he's 25.
I know.
He's turning 26.
Right, so
he just turned 26. I'm
right.
sorry.
So we can focus on, like, forget about the deferred money with Ohtani. It was what it was, $700 million.
Right,
okay. All right. So we can talk about him pitching and hitting. Well, he doesn't play the field. Soto does play the field. And so I don't know if he's going to reach that, but for you, like, where does it land?
I think this could be, and he's 26. Can I just go radical here?
I want you to.
I think this will be the longest contract in baseball history.
Yeah.
Longest contract to try to make the AAV palpable.
Yeah.
He's 26. Just turned it. He'll play a full season at 26. I've seen players play till they're 44.
And can I say this? Because of his game, it actually can. Listen, you're probably going to have to eat it at the end, no matter what.
You're going to have to. Every long contract,
right,
you're going to have to eat it.
But even if you take away the athleticism, what he can do in terms of plate management, you're selling me. I mean,
the guy can end up being that corner outfielder that could turn maybe into first base, into DH, and just give you at-bats, quality at-bats, and we could see history when it comes to numbers by the age, because he takes care of himself.
Yeah.
And this is all he does. And I remember Mike Rizzo at this stadium here, when I first laid eyes on him and I first spoke to Juan, it was at this stadium. and he goes, this kid is going to be some kind of legend.
Yeah.
Because all he does is breathe baseball, and he makes adjustments better than anybody. He will break records that we did not think were imaginable.
Well, speaking of legends, you're one. Thank you, my friend.
You got it.